Hello everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another Divination Wednesday. We read cards, charms, wellness runes, witches runes. We might even do a little astrology today. It's up to the spirits and you to decide what will be your reading. Thank you again for joining us. If you would be so kind as to take this time to share out this video and leave a like, we'd greatly appreciate it. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'll be with you shortly. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? I hope everybody's good. 6 people in, thanks for coming. I apologize. It is so hot in the house and humid. I had to come outside, but it got so windy that I don't even know what we're going to read because it's going to be blowing in the wind. We'll need to do the heavy stuff today, charms, witches runes, stuff like that, because I don't know how the cards will appear today. They'll be in the neighbor's yard. I don't know, but there was no way I could stay inside, so that's why I'm outside. Thank you so much, Pam. Yeah, so that's what happened there. We're just too hot in the house. It was like heat advisory today. It felt like 101. The humidity was like 70%. It was like really bad. So I went to see my grandmother for her birthday, and we walked home. And by the time I did that, I was like dead. Hey, Cassie, love. And then, so I stayed in the pan a little. I took, and then I came out here in the back because it was nice. And I go, nah, we're going to do the live stream outside. But now it got so windy, I'm like, holy cow, it'll be hard to read cards, so we'll do the other stuff. What could I say? Sorry. But we got plenty of other stuff to read. Like I said, I got the wellness runes, I got witches runes, I could read the chips and the charms. So I think that should be okay. For today, I apologize. It really shouldn't be this windy, but they said there's going to be some kind of storm, like a tornado watch for upstate. So tonight we're going to get like the brunt of more wind and rain. So, we're just going to take it as it goes here. So that's what's going on here. Grandma was 96 today. If you're friends with me on Facebook, I put a picture. Grandma blowing out her candles and the beautiful cake my sister made her. So that was nice. So yeah, that's what we did today. I hope my table doesn't blow over. It's so windy, even the thing inside. Yes. Yes. So yeah, if you guys pray, if not, healing vibes for Mary. She's still in the hospital. So I don't even know if they know exactly what's wrong with her yet. So yeah, you know, let's just give out healing stuff for her. Let me turn the notifications off so I don't hear beep, beep, beep. And whoever is ready for a reading, like I said, I do have charms, witches' runes, chips, wellness stones. Oh, and astrology we could do too because their dice, even though there's cards, I can just pull them out and read them. It's okay. It's okay. So in light of the fact that, in case you guys didn't see what I typed up there, um, because Mary's in the hospital, and she co-hosts. Hey, Evie, since Mary's in the hospital, and she normally co-hosts tomorrow's Spiritual Thursday with me. What I did instead was, if you were not on my live stream on Saturday, we had a whole big comedy moment. I literally lost my mind trying to fight with these big, humongous tomato worms. So it's hysterical, and I edited it. So because of 3 hours the live stream, but I edited it to just have the funny part, so it's like 45 minutes. So we will do that premiere tomorrow when we would have normally done Spiritual Thursday live. Um, so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, and then Spiritual Thursday will come next week, God willing. Everybody cross your fingers. um, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do for tomorrow. We shaking. We shaky, shaky, shaky today. So you guys let me know with a one who wants a reading down in the comments. Yeah. Okay. Evie, hey, Gothic, how are you, sweetheart? Okay, we have Evie. Stay tuned. Um, yes, Gothic, we're reading charms, chips, wellness stones, witches' runes, or astrology today because it got so windy. They're gonna have like a tornado watch for like I think like 10 or something tonight. Anyway, so we're just doing that because the cards will blow away. I'm pretty sure. Kelly, I'm on the game. I have 10 minutes on the challenge. Okay, Evie. Evie and I are both obsessed with June's Journey. We've been playing. Krista plays with us. Kim used to play with us, but her game got stuck somehow. And yeah, Tina hasn't been able to do anything with her hands. So I'm confused. What are you confused about, my love? Gothic needs a reading, obviously, since she's confused. Evie, stay tuned. Kelly, Gothic. Anybody else for a reading? I will start it up. Evie, Kathy's going to pick. Unfortunately, she's not going to pick a card today. Lovey, tell me what you're going to read. You want to do the charms, Evie? Or something else? Tell me. Tell me. Oh, maybe chips. Oh, chips. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Chips, charms, they both start with the C. I was okay. I was a little confused. Just like Gavin. It's been a roller coaster all day. Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to take them all up. Shake it. Pull them out of my hand. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 2 more. Let's do 6 and 10 cards. We got that one. 8. The Swanee. Okay. Here we go for Evie. Yes, hello to all the lurkers. Thanks for coming in. So, number 8, we have the Swan. Others may belittle an accomplishment of yours. Try not to take it personal. They see only the results and not the hard work beneath the surface. Know your own worth. Oh, and then you got number 2, the tea kettle. You may soon have news you wish to share far and wide. Take care, however, for not everyone is excited as you are. Don't let their bitterness spoil your joy. So obviously you're going to do something and people are going to be like, whatever. But you just know it's awesome. Okay. I don't know what it is, but that's so far what we have. Number 16 is the Eye. The Eye. Temper your judgment. Not everything is always as it seems. And words spoken in haste may be repented of. So you may not be able to take back something you say in the heat of the moment. So just, hey, Pammy. So just don't say something out of frustration. Number 18 is the Key. A truth is revealed, a secret unlocked. Although this may cause upheaval in the short term, it will be well worth it in the end. And then you got the Thimble, number 28, the Thimble. A new acquaintance influences your future in the short term at least. You may find them strange at first, but take a second look before forming an opinion of them. And then you got the Arrow, number 34. The Arrow. A situation may arise that seems too complex to easily deal with. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Keep your gaze focused and aim true, and you will walk through this with ease. So that is your reading, Evie, and I hope that made sense to you. Thank you, Kathy. I know, there's only half. Not exactly. But okay, that was Evie. Next is Stay Tuned. You're very welcome. Stay tuned. Is there anything particular you want to read or you want your spirit guide to pick? It's Robert, I said, yeah. Yeah, me. Let them pick. Okay. Robert, what can we read? What do we got going on here? What would you like? Charm. You want charm. Okay. Charms for you. Stay tuned. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Hey, where'd you go? What are we doing? Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay. Kind of pushed it. That. Okay. Those are. Huh. Interesting. I think they want that one too. I think we got what we got, but this is okay. So the arrangement is interesting. I'll show it to you. Okay, the way it goes. So the circle, whatever's in the circle is happening now, and trickling outside the circle is what's going to happen in the future, kind of, you know. So no problem, Pammy. So we'll read it like that. So in your center circle, you have the bottle, and then on top of the bottle is the pentacles. So the bottle is to help to make important change or enlightenment within one's own life. And then sitting on top of that is the pentacles. And if I can find it, I'll tell you what that all means. Where'd you go? Kiki bottle. Aha. So the pentacles. Okay, so the pentacles represent the person that's reading it. So and we got to look at what's around it. So the bottom was around it. So, and it also stands for a magical talisman. So around your, so it's right on top of it's right on top of the bottle. So it's really a symbol of enlightenment that's coming to you, and some sort of object, a haunted object, something that has some kind of meaning. I don't know if it's, maybe it's older. It's a no, it's coming with a spirit. Yeah, it has a spirit attachment, this object. But I think it's to help you with something. Okay. So then you got the coin. And that's like coming very soon. Okay, because that's right, it was in the middle. So the coin is prosperity in spiritual, but also in your waking life. So that's good. Then you got the eye, and that's true sight, clarity, third eye chakra, and memory. So I would definitely like do like a chakra cleansing of your third eye. There's going to be some signs, intuitive messages, maybe psychic visions coming your way. And then you got, oh yeah, because you got the skull. What this skull is like alchemy, mortality, transitions, all that. That's in spiritual stuff. Well, then you got the dangly earring. And that dangle is courage and wisdom. So that's all right in your circle. Now, hanging outside your circle, half in, half out, is the pink eye. The pink eye. It doesn't sound nice, but it is. It is nice. Okay. Um, we can find it. Keeps friendship safe, provides a calming effects, and represents love. So that was what was directly inside your circle. Hanging half in and half out is the sword. The sword is over the key, the bone, and the bead. So here we go. We'll tell you what all that means. So the sword we'll do first, since it's going to start soon, but it's going to linger, whatever this is, because it's out of your circle too. So the sword is psychic and mental decisions. Take charge of yourself. Communication with an air elemental. And it's on top of the key, so you might get maybe a spirit guide that comes to help you, an elemental for a little bit. It's on the key, and that key, that particular key, is solving mysteries, finding what's behind closed doors, spiritual secrets, as in the key to life. And that's, the sword is just on that. And then with that is, like I said, the bone. And so the bone is like I said, those are kind of out. That's going to be out. It's with the key and the sword. And it's, so the bone is like framework. So like a strong foundation that you're building to something. And it might be something that you had already started, but didn't work out. So you're going to have to start all over. Like go down to the bare bone and start again. So you make the framework strong for whatever it is you're doing. Then you have the bead bone, which is all in good time and moderation, which was right next to that bone. So this framework and what you're working on is going to come to fruition all in good time. You just have to really wait for it. Be patient. Blessings to you, Derby. I hope you're well. And then just on the outer tip, you have the black salt that was over the Book of Secrets, and right touching the Book of Secrets is the star. So the black salt is usually protection. But this is your need of protection. So they want you to kind of protect yourself more. When it comes to like spiritual stuff. So because you are spiritual and spiritual things are going to start happening, there's always the good with the bad, right? So they really want you to protect yourself against anything bad. So make sure you like cleanse your house and keep some like black salt or holy water around you. That's with the Book of Secrets. So the Book of Secrets
is things being held back, secrets kept, or lacking knowledge of an event that's happening during that time. So, and that could be very well like with the black salt. So you're lacking the knowledge of something spiritual, and that's why they want you to protect yourself. And then the star means divine guidance. So that's all together with all that. And then you got the heart. But like I said, it's out there in the future. It's not current. Going to be something that you're going to have to look at in the future. Is just matters of the heart and relationships, anything that has to do with the matters of the hearts. Of course, Jen, how are you? And that was your reading. Stay tuned. I hope that made sense to you. Thank you, Robert. There is coffee. I did make coffee, and it's not flavored. Okay. Yes, some did. Okay. Well, like I said, a lot of it was like not in your direct. It was going to be outside a little. So soon enough, you will know what it all means. Be right back. I'm making coffee. No problem. Kelly's next, then Gothic, and then Jen. But please tell me if I missed anybody, or when I was doing the reading, if someone came in and put a 1, I wouldn't have seen it. So just let me know if I missed anybody, if I didn't see something, because when I'm reading, sometimes I can't pay attention to both things. So here, good. Goody goody. Been having a lot of bad luck. Oh, Mary Beth. Alrighty, lovely. Mary Beth can pick. Okay. I'm assuming the witches' rooms because I left them out. Okay. Witches' rooms for you, Kelly. Let's see what we got for you. Jen, yeah, I'll do a reading for you. The only thing is it got so windy. We're gonna have like tornado weather. So I'm not doing cards because I'm afraid they're gonna blow all over the place. So I'm doing like charms, witches' runes, wellness stones, astrology, or chips today. So I apologize for that, but it was just too darn hot to stay in the house. I need one more for Miss Kelly. That one? Does this look good? Okay. No, we need one more. She's a member. Wait, do it. Okay. We got it. Here we go. Miss Kelly. So the first one you got the female and the male. So your next situation, you're going to have to use all your womanly instincts, the nurturing, the healing, just the female characteristics. It also stands for like Mother Earth. So maybe nature, you have to gonna even bring nature into this kind of thing with your next thing. And also you're gonna need not only that, but you're also gonna have to have confidence, strength, like defending something, conquering actions. Like, so you're going to have to bring all this together for your next, what you're trying to do. I'm trying to delete that. I'm deleted. I say not all this down phone. I messed up. Sorry. I keep working on to get rid of it. Ah, that's okay, Pam. Pam, do you want a reading, love? It was that. I'm happy to do one. Did I miss it? Okay. So you bring in those two, and then in with that, you have the romance. So it's just love, relationships, deep emotional connections with friends, family, harmony in your relationships, a change or a change in your life is coming that revolves around the heart. Um, and so maybe like a new relationship, friendly or otherwise, is coming um, to you. And then you got the sun. The sun is always good. The sun, success, pride, power, progress, stability, natural leader. Things that are hidden are brought to light. And it's also represents a man, the sun. So that's also again the bringing the manly attributes to your next situation. You're gonna need them. And then you got the eye. So the eye is a lifting of the veil, visions, realization, wisdom, magical psychic workings for like spell work or protection kind of thing. Things unseen, seeing beauty when no one else can. That's all in the eye. Um, with the sun, endings to things unseen. Interesting. So that's that. That's the eye. And then I believe that one's the winds. Oh, the birds. Just for the birds. So the birds is news, communication, or even gossip, uh, inspiration, and a new beginning. Maybe even some learning or traveling. With the sun, it's some good news, happy news. It's gonna be good news that comes along. So, yeah, that's your reading, Kelly. Um, Wait, they want to tell you something else. I don't know exactly what, but my ear is going crazy. So wait, give me a second. We're gonna figure out. Okay, what is she? She want to say something. Okay. Mm, Yeah, I'm gonna try real hard. Oh, this is all resonating like crazy. Yeah, she has something else to tell you. I'm trying to figure it out. Just give me a second. We're getting there, Kelly. Um. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. So okay, so really something about this relationship that's coming. So wait, let me just ask her off camera if that's what she said. I mean, without the sound. Okay, she did say that. She said, "So Kelly, don't let your dumb ass miss something good." Okay, I believe it's a gentleman that's going to come your way. I don't know. I don't know if it's romantic or just friendly, but kind of maybe you're not gonna be like paying no never mind, and you're gonna miss this chance to have either a really good friend or a relationship. So she's telling you don't do that. Okay, pay attention um, to a good thing when you see it, and don't be scattered for you. Okay, that's don't kill the messenger. I just repeat what they say. Okay. Hey, Rain, how are you, sweetheart? And that is your reading, fully, Miss Kelly. Okay, was that it? All righty. Thank you so much. um, so yeah, that was Miss Kelly's reading. Then we have Gothic Jen, and it works better now. Okay, and I think Pam, did you want a reading? I want to make sure I put her. I put her down, but I don't want to give anybody a reading who doesn't want one. Rain, we're doing readings today. Unfortunately, it's like tropical storm weather today. It was so freaking hot and humid, and it was like, the humidity was like 70%. I was dying today. And now it got so windy because it's gonna be like a tornado or something upstate, and we're getting like that all makes sense. She means to she means don't be cold and cut off to him like I was last week. Oh. Oh, so you already know this guy. Okay. Yeah, she's very persistent that this person I guess should be in your life. So don't don't fuck it up basically. Don't fuck it up. Oh, Pammy, not today. Not you, Pammy. Pam, I was asking, but okay. I'll take it into effect. You do not want one today. um, yeah. Okay, so Gothic, are you here? You ready? What's going on? Make sure you're here. I may want a cigarette. I might blow away. My cigarette might blow away. The ashes could be all over the place. But yes, you're here. Good. Okay. I'm just gonna put the thing for a second. The thing for a second. You know. Aha. Okay, Gothic. Gothic, anything particular, or you want your spirit guide to pick? Probably Lilith will tell me something interesting. Let them pick. Okay. All right. So, tell me. Wellness. Uh huh. Okay, wellness stones for you. That's always good. Sorry. Wellness stones. I'll get that out. Okay. So, how are you gonna hold this? Yeah. Okay. Uh huh. I think I get them out while I have a quick cigarette. I think. There we go. All right. So she picked witch's wellness stones for you. she's a member, so you're gonna give me an extra something something. An extra something something. Let's see what we got. Oh, you want that in the magic one? I assume. Okay. 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 So here we go for you. So first you got the amethyst in the magic point, and it was right side up. So the amethyst is the cauldron. Yes, I'll take a reading. I'm trying to find my pin jump on my thing. Lose a lot of stuff lately. Okay, no problem. I will give you a reading, Pam. I have you down. Okay, the cauldron, the amethyst. The cauldron represents a rebirth and is used for banishing rituals, burning petitions, mixing herbs, and potions. So in the magic point, it means to you only outlining or on the outer edge of progress will be made. You may choose to wait on it and consider all your options in this current situation. Amethyst is abundance and inspiration. It increases luck and good fortune. It offers regenerative qualities. Carry this stone for luck. And its calming presence produces soothing dreams by bringing the dreamer more in tune with the divine. This clarity and peacefulness also extends to the waking mind. This stone is said to help the mind flow freely in both the mental and metaphysical dimension. That sounds like something you should be carrying with you. Do you carry your amethyst with you? The mind clearing, it's good. Hi, Diane, how are you? So that's the amethyst. And then you got the blue adventurine in the sacred region. Okay. And it's right side up. So the broomstick. The broomstick represents a journey or a crossing, both literal or metaphysical. An indication you're moving towards new territories and an experience. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Listen, you. Don't annoy me. In the sacred region, it means an unknown person or force is going to enter your orbit. Ooh. So someone new is going to come into your life. Travels and passages is what the blue adventuring stands for. It releases repressed events and emotion, allowing the seeker to move on in life. Carry the stone during travels to decrease anxiety. Blue aventurine encourages us to see life as an adventure and ourselves as a pioneer. And that being a mature adult in our full power is a desirable state. It reminds us that we have the power to do great things and stimulates both our creativity and our leadership skills. Things have been a lot lately, so yes, I should be carrying. Yes. I also went back. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Then you have the labradorite, and it is right side up, and it's in the sacred region. So let's see what we got there. Labradorite. So it's the wand. It's right side up. The wand. The witch's wand represents the elements of air and offers the seeker great levels of information. In the sacred region, it means you don't want to be left in the dark, but the information you require is obtainable at this time. So whatever you're like searching for, it's just not for you to know at this very moment. It stands for communication and awareness. The stone is for promoting health and healing. Carry this stone when you want to connect more with your guides and stuff and communication. Labradorite is known for changing colors. It's no surprise that the stone represents transformation, enhancing strength of will and inner worth. The stone is tremendously spiritual and helpful for people who tend to overwork themselves. It helps you regain energy while aiding the body and spirit in healing itself. Fabulous. And then you have in the illumination, you have the rose quartz, but it's upside down. So it just wants you to know that a strong indication of a successful relationship. This might be talking about this new person that's going to enter your orbit. Okay. Carry the stone to increase attraction, its peace, love, loyalty, and its meaning is greatly connected to its pink color and represents a gentleness, calmness, compassion, love, feminine. The gentle energy it carries supports and rekindles relationships, brings joy and passion and contentment. So that is your reading. I hope that made sense to you, Miss Gothic. She does now. Do you have a question in mind for me, Miss Gothic? I'm hearing you may have a question. You have something in your mind. A question. Okay. She has this question in her mind, so she knows what you guys are talking about. Okay. Okay, you're gonna give me the answer for her? Is her answer yes? Okay. Okay. I'll make sure it's you. So whatever question you had in your mind at that moment, I guess, the answer is yes. So I think they wanted you to know yes on that. I don't know what Lark can pick. Okay. I don't know what your question was at that moment, but you had a question that was nagging at you, and she was like, give her the answer. So there you go. Okay, Lark. I know you like cards that don't have, because, you know, they'll be glowing. Want to read charms for her? Yeah. We're going to read you some charms. You have a lot going on. Uh-huh. Okay. Charms for Jen. My hair out of the way. We're getting there, Jen. Okay. Where's the circle? These, these are all touching. I just want to make sure. I'll just okay. We're getting rid of this one. You don't want that. You want that in the bone though. This no. Okay. This yeah. All the rest. Okay. He has a lot to tell you, Jen. Here we go. I'll try to explain it the best that I can. Okay. Because he put a lot for you. Okay. Yes. There's a lot going on for Miss Jen, but that's okay. Miss Jen needs it today, so let's go. Let's do this. Right in the middle, taking up your whole circle, is divine guidance. Okay? And under the divine guidance, hiding under it, was the coin, which is prosperity in your spiritual and your waking life. Whoops. Sorry. The wind blew over the thing. Okay. So that's all good so far. So good. Okay. And then also in the middle, oh, you have the ancestral pin. Okay. So this means that the ancestors, has your left ear been bothering you, Jen? This means like your ancestral guides are trying to get a message to you. You're not hearing it, but they're trying to tell you something. Maybe meditate on it or something. But yeah, if your left ear has been bothering you, that's what it's all about. Then you also have the right, you have the two earrings right there. So this is telling you like no worries, free spirit. Sometimes you have to go with the flow. You can't always worry about everything. And this is with this, it means it's courage and wisdom. So altogether, it's telling you with your courage and your wisdom, you don't have to worry. Okay. And you have the bottle, and the bottle is also to help you make important changes or enlightenment within your life. And also in the middle, so this is all stuff that's going on now. You have the tiger's eye, which is confidence and balance. Okay. And then all the rest is like outside the circle. So this stuff is coming up for you. You have the both owls, which usually doesn't happen. So the both owls, and that means to be proud of your accomplishments, and to always keep seeking more knowledge. Okay. And then you also have the skull, mortality, alchemy, and transitions. And then you have the ring, and it's on top of the pink eye. So the pink eye is like healthy relationships and calmness. And with the ring, I'll tell you what the ring means. Everything's blowing. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the wind, the noise of the wind. Ah, come on, where's the ring? Oh, so the rings is commitments to someone or something are coming to a head. So you're gonna have peace and everything because something you've been doing is finally gonna be over. Um, so with the owl too, that means just be proud of it. Be proud of that accomplishment. You're gonna have peace now because it's whatever you were working on really hard is going to come to an end. But like I said, that's not right now. It's right outside your circle. Then you got the bones, so that's also outside your circle, and that means you're gonna have to start over with something, um, um, to build it stronger. or something that you're going to start. It's telling you to really take your time with, so the foundation is strong. You have the eye, and the eye is true sight, clarity, third eye chakra, memory, assigned to lead to intuitive messages and psychic visions. That was way outside, but it was with the key, and this key means opportunities unlocked, so that's good. And then you have the stick with the 3 arrows. Secrets or mysterium, protection and defense, and that kind of makes sense. Okay, so somewhere in your future, your near future, this is not too far out, you're gonna need to really have protection against something. You got that 3-line stick and the black salt. Okay, then you have the acorn. It's so windy, I can't even move the pages. Ooh, so the acorn is health, teaching and learning, a loss of innocence or a fall from grace. But this is on a certain thing like, hey, cult, this is like something that you believed, you're gonna find out, like you believed in a long time, for a long time, and this might be something spiritual. You're gonna find out isn't exactly what you thought it was. So it's going to be a little like it's going to be a learning experience for you, and it's going to be something that, like, that's what they consider like a loss of innocence, because it's like like you know, a loss of something that you believed in from when you were younger. Okay, and then you got the heart too, and that is just like matters of the heart should be looked at. All kind of relationships should be looked at that is not in your inner circle, so that's going to be a little out there, but maybe it's a friend that is no longer necessary, and maybe you might have to dump. um, you know, some relationships don't always last forever. Sometimes you have to get rid of it. um, yeah, there's something else. Woo, extra messages today. Um, oh, I saved the best for last, huh? It's about the friend. Okay. Obviously, you know who this friend is, and you're kind of on the hook with them. Um, so, so basically, they're saying, yeah, the sooner you dump them, the better. Maybe the heart went a little too far out of your circle, but they wanted you to know that. You must know who this friend is. Um, and they're just saying, yeah, you know, that relationship is over and done with, so dump it. And don't feel bad about it, and don't have stress about it. It was what it was when it was there. You needed it as a learning experience, but now you don't need it anymore. Um, so I hope that made sense to you. So that was Jen's reading. And then we have Pam. I'm just waiting for Jen's response, Pam, and then we will do your reading. Mhm. Or if she wants to know anything else while Lark's still here talking with me, then um, you can ask me something. Maybe I think that's why they're hanging out. Do you have something to ask me? Do you want a specific question to have a yes or no answer to? I'm happy to do that. We don't have a lot of readings today, so um, I could do that if you like. Okay. I'm just waiting for. Okay. Thank you. Hopefully, meant better luck coming out way. Yeah, no, it was basically good, um, except for this friend that they want you to dump, and maybe that's where your bad luck is coming from. Maybe it's just their bad energy and juju. Um, because people can very easily give you the evil eye even without like meaning to, by just being like, oh, whatever. And so, that might be where your bad luck's coming from. You might need an evil eye cleanser. Okay, she's agreeing with me. You need an evil eye cleansing. I have a video that tells you how to cleanse the evil eye. So actually, my aunt just did one for her son today. So I'm thinking, hey Benny. So I'm thinking maybe someone gave you the evil eye, and you did in the middle of your circle, under the divine guidance, have the prosperity. So that should be better too, and to not worry. So I'm assuming it's gonna all come to fruition. Um, you have another question though, other than finance, that they're saying that you want to know the answer to. So you're gonna give me the answer, Sarah? Okay, stay still for a second. She's going and going. Okay, wait. So tell me the answer. Okay. So you have a question that's a yes answer. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. Oh my gosh. He said it's actually a question about either one of the boys or all of them. All of them. One of them. All of them. What? Uh, okay, you have a question about the boys. And the answer is yes. Maybe you have like something in your head. So they wanted to make sure I told you that. It was about the boys. This question, because you obviously have tons of questions in there. But this one was about the boys. Did I get it all? Yes? Okay. How are you, Benny? Much love to you, Benny. Um, yes. And now we have Pam. Miss Pam Myers. Reading for you. And if anybody else came in and wants reading, just put a 1 in the chat. Pam, anything particular? It doesn't matter. It's going rap or anyway. Let's see what Billy Bob has to tell you, Pam. Let's see. What do you want to read, Bill? Mr. Billy Bob. Pam, boy. Want the chips? Okay, let's do some chips. Let's see what we got going on for Miss Pam. Thank you. You're welcome. Here we go. I'm going to read you some chips, and then if you want something else, you let me know. I don't have no problem. What do we got? We got a lot. Okay. Yeah. Got some extra for you. Chips, okay. Here we go. Number 5. So number 5 is the candle. A friend who you may not know will bring a solution to a long-held worry. This will make a big difference in your life. Oh, that's nice, Pam. And then number 15, which is the acorn. Do not worry if your plans seem slow to develop. The acorn of your ideas will one day mature into a mighty oak. I mean, here, as you know, got lots to do by November. I know you do. Then you got the bat, number 25, the bat. A warning against future temptation. Don't do something you know you shouldn't. You'll be thankful for in the end. You'll be thankful you didn't in the end. Then you got the scissors. Here you go again. A relationship in your life has run its course. The parting may feel swift and perhaps even hurtful at times, but this is going to be best for you in the long run. And then you got the wishbone. Ooh, the wishbone. A spell of good luck may bring an unexpected gift to your life. Don't take it for granted. Such good fortune is not always granted. Ah, that's nice. And you got the apple, number 36. An act of kindness you performed a long time ago is remembered fondly by its recipient. Even now, if you'll find it bears fruit. And then you got number 39, the book. The book. You may be hurried towards a decision you're not ready to make. Stand firm and take your time with it. A little knowledge now will save you a lot of trouble later. So that was your reading, Pam. It seemed really good. This new friend coming along is gonna help you out. It's gonna be nice. Uh-oh. Evie. My Evie always having problems with the chat. I hope everybody's not having problems. I hope you guys can type. Because like I said, we're having like tornado winds. So I don't know if it's my internet or what. But Benny, do you want a reading? They're blinking. Fox, how are you? I hope you're well. Haven't seen you in forever. Fox she shows her cute little doggy. Oh, we like that channel. So if you don't have Fox, definitely click and say hello and see the doggies like in the pool and everywhere. Yes. Today we're reading, unfortunately, like I said, like tornado weather. So we're reading, usually I read cards, but we're reading like charms and things that won't blow away today. I think YouTube blew a fuse for a second. Oh, there you go. It could be. They could be having bad weather too. I don't know where they are, but if they're near upstate New York, again, crazy weather. A lot of tornadoes for New York. So especially for upstate. Like it's a lot. So they said from 1950 till to last year there was 50 tornadoes only in New York, but in upstate now they're getting a lot. I don't know why. Resets. Oh yeah. So yeah, if you don't have Fox, click on her. And you guys, almost everybody's blue, so you can definitely click on the cutest little dog and go watch him. If you do not have her, climate change is real. We ain't seen that. Oh yeah, I know that yet. Soon it's like gonna be cold in New York, like Canada, and Canada's gonna be hot. Who knows? We don't know what's gonna happen. I'll take a reading. Well, lovely. I will. We don't know your spirit guide. Let's get to know your spirit guide for a second. Let me get the spirit guide's name. They're gonna read for you, right? Okay. Lovely lady. Okay. Oh, she's not over. She jumped in. Okay. What's your name? Marley? Ah, got so many M's. Okay. I like that. There was a movie called Marley. Okay, Marley. I have, because it's windy, we're not doing cards today, but I have charms, I have chips, I have witches' runes, wellness stones. Which one? Do something you know. Witches runes? Okay. Let's do some witches runes for you. And see what we got. Thank you. I don't know who it would be. Yeah, it's coming soon. But when this person comes into your life, you let us know. It's going to be fun and exciting for you. Okay, let's see what we got. 5. So 5 first. Okay. I'm sitting at 110. Yeah. New York. So it felt like 110 today because the humidity was 70%. But that was earlier. And then around, I don't know, 6 o'clock? Nah, I think around 5:30, it started getting really windy. My message is appearing all faded. Yeah, she said that there was a problem here in the West. Yes. It was super humid today. Ugh. Anyway. But now we're having like hurricane weather. Very windy and gorgeous. But if I go to the front of my house, it's still deadly humid. Like, it's so weird. Like, the backyard is like a sanctuary. Thank God. Because everywhere else is too hot for me. So your spirit guide actually pulled an extra one for you. So you must need it. So here we go. Here we go for you. Your first one is you got the female. The female. So when you get the female, a situation you're currently in or it's just about to happen, you really have to bring out all of your like female attributes to deal with it. So it's nurturing, healing, creative, just traditional female attributes and abilities, characteristics. It also stands for the home and Mother Earth. And you got the moon with that. And the moon is also a feminine rune. So you're really going to need to pull out all your motherly instincts coming up. The moon stands for intuition, inner thoughts, creativity, magic, dreams, secrets, sensuality. And it represents also a woman. So, yeah. So you got to bring those women attributes out there. Then you got, oh, the wind or the waves, depending on who writes it. So the wave stands for close family and friends, natural forces, healing, rest, like an even flow kind of thing. Um, you know, or all that good stuff that comes along with your family and your friends and healing yourself. This is for you, yes. And then you have the crossroads also. The crossroads. So with the crossroads, is a blocked path, opposing forces, mixed conflicts, arguments, negativity, a stalemate, or a pause in action. So maybe you're like stuck right now with a situation you're going through. So it's just like you're at a stalemate. So and with the moon, it actually means like there's a little confusion or dishonesty going on someone's part, and that just you really need to choose a path, um, because if you don't choose the path, kind of it's going to be chosen for you and it's not going to be the right one. So they're saying this situation you have to choose, so don't let it just, because sometimes you know how you go, okay, this is going to pass, this one's not going to pass. You really have to choose it for yourself, this one, okay? And then you got the harvest. um and so the harvest is growth, health, like good fortune, um good harvest. It's like something good is going to come to you. So that's all good. The harvest is always a nice one. And then with all that is the blank one. So with the blank one, it signals that there's kind of a complication with your spirituality, basically. Maybe you haven't been listening to your intuition as much because you're like, no, this can't be right. And they're telling you, no, it is right. Pay attention to your, like, your intuition. If something comes into your mind like, oh, um you should do this, you should probably go, not push it away. Try to go with these intuitions that you're having, um because it's inviting you, they're inviting you, you're like spirit guides, to like meditate and to communicate with them on it. If you don't meditate, you could just kind of, like I said, listen to your intuitions, because that's the best way they can communicate with you. It's associated, this rune, with faith. So you just have to have faith in where they're taking you and where your path is to go in life. Okay. And if you had a specific question in your mind, okay, today when you came in, um, it's not for you to know at this time. And yeah, that's your reading. Yeah, I skipped some stuff and regretting it later. Yeah, and there's going to be another one coming up, and they're telling you don't do the same thing. You know, because then if you don't take the charge, then someone else does, and then It's hard for me to sit still. Yeah. Well, that's why, sometimes uh, I mini meditate. Yeah. So that's why I don't do well with meditation either. I try and I usually end up either falling asleep or getting distracted or something happens, right? So the way I do it is I just start daydreaming and they kind of do the rest. They kind of give me like little hints like, hey, um, you know, or maybe the daydream just comes from them when I'm just like zoning out. But your intuition is the best way when you get that little inkling like I should call this person or I should, you know, have a drink of water right now, or whatever it is, don't skip it. The intuition is your biggest superpower when it comes to your spirituality and your it's your uh, way of being like superhuman is your intuition. So listen to them. I don't I was hoping for source to pick the way. I don't want to have an argument. Ah! Did I freeze? Okay. Well, you know what? She's saying, um, yeah, you could, you, there might be a little argument. Everybody will get over it. I'll pay more attention. Yeah. Right. Because you get those. She knows you does because she gives them to you. Like, or she'll give you that little twitch in your stomach, like, oh no, shit, I shouldn't do this kind of thing. And you do it anyway. So, yes, they're trying. They're trying. Your spirit guide's very nice, by the way. So she's trying. She's trying to communicate and help you out. So yeah, you just pay attention more. It's gonna be your intuition. Um, and like I said, those little like things that you get, like, oh crap, I shouldn't do that. You get that little pit in your stomach or something. That's them. Um, who is she? She said her name is Marley. Her name is Marley. In case you want to ever talk to her, you can say hi, Marley, and you could try to communicate with her. Um, she can use a pendulum. You don't have to get anything special. I always tell people you can get any little. I use my necklaces sometimes that have something hanging, and you can ask her a question. The first question you ask her would be like I like how Sarah and I did it. Sarah, show me your yes answer. Her yes is circles. Can you show me your no? And her no is back and forth. And you could just pick up any necklace and do this with, and you can communicate. Oh, you have one. See, there you go. So you can communicate through the pendulum with her. Work with her. She'll help you. She might help you with this little thing that you don't want to get into an argument about. But yeah, and yeah, so I always tell people you can really use anything. I took my bracelet off the other day. I forgot inside. I didn't want to walk inside and someone was talking my ear off. I took my necklace off and I was like, okay, can you use this? I need to know why you're talking my ear off because I don't understand you. So yeah, so she's your spirit guide. I believe she said she was 25. 25? Yeah, 25. Young lady. Um, Strong personality. So I'm assuming you have a strong personality too. And yeah. There's coffee inside, by the way. I didn't make any. We have salad today. Sorry, that's what we have for dinner, salad. So, but you're welcome. I'm sure there's some. Hey, Flame Girl, how are you, love? So you have a pendulum. Exciting. So yeah, so definitely. I wish I was 25. I'd take over the world. There you go. Uh, you know, age is only a number, Benny. That's what they say. You know. Sorry I'm late. Accidental nap. Oh, that happens especially in the heat. So I can imagine. I can imagine. Um yeah, that's wild. I was just typing what else does she have to say, but you were already talking. There you go. She was talking. She was talking. So um yeah, but she can before I can finish. So she wants to work with you. So you guys tell me, 64-year-old battered body, that age is just a number. Look, I'm not that old yet, and I still have a battered body. And yeah, let me tell you, it sucks. But you know, I'm still doing my job, just like you're still doing your job. You're working with the live people to change the world. I'm working with the spirit ones. This is a new one to me. The spirit guide, maybe. Um, yeah. So okay, Goonies never say die. That's right. So okay. So basically, you're turning a corner right now in your spirituality. So you're turning the corner, and sometimes when that happens, you have to get a spirit guide, a different one, because they're gonna help you with this change. That you're going through. I love the accent. Yeah. So that's why sometimes your spirit guides would change. Sometimes they're only going to teach you something and work with you and then go and your spirit guides take over, or sometimes they stay. I have a feeling she's staying. Um, so, yeah. Yes, this New York accent, but I'm from Queens, and it's funny because even like people from New York, all parts of New York have a different accent. All five boroughs have a different accent. Okay, so my Queens accent does not sound like the Bronx accent. It doesn't sound like the Staten Island accent. Upstate has a different one, and if you go into Albany, you would think you were in Texas because they're all Southern. And I'm like, where'd you get this accent? You're in New York still. Thank you, Barley. Ooh, I'm so glad. There you go. Yeah. What's falling? No bird poopy. Even though it might be good luck, I don't want any on me. I don't know. Something fell, but it could have just been one of those bugs that jump, so that's okay. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. We do this every Wednesday. So you're welcome in any time. You and Marley. And yeah, I do this Wednesday, usually Thursdays, spiritual Thursdays, where we go over different spiritual things. There's a whole spiritual learning playlist about like spirit guides and stuff. I learned so much in just a short time. There you go. Yeah, there's I have a whole playlist. Um, like, and it okay. Um, I think she. Wait, what? Wait, what do you want her to watch? Tell me. Oh, she said you should watch the video on the spirit guides And the elementals. I have two on elementals. You're welcome to watch both of them. They're both very good. But the first one really tells you about them. And she wants you to watch those two. I worked really hard on them too. She must like them. I did a good job. So those two are very good for you, and they're not long. I really tried hard to make it understandable. Do you think they're clear audio involved? Um, okay. They say yes. I'm not sure what that is. I've been doing this 6 years, but really I just go with my intuition. If I hear something, I'm like, sometimes if it sounds crazy to me, I ask them, like, did I hear that? Like when I had to tell Kelly, don't let your dumb ass fight with that guy. That's exactly what the spirit guide said. That's how I said it back to her. Okay. So, but sometimes they say things and I'm like, well, you should, like, don't kill the messenger. Spirit guides and elementals. Yeah. Um, and so, yeah, like I said, I don't know. Like my ear, when they talk to me, it's so weird. Like my ear, inside my ear turns and I know they're talking to me. If it's the right ear, it's like the spirit guides and the regular spirits and stuff. If my left one starts to tingle a little, and that's like the ancestors, the ancestral guides. And you know, um, and I just really started actually in the last year, probably maybe, yeah, just in the last year, really like being able to hear this well. I just heard in my head, right? And then when you hear in your head, this goes like, um, and that hearing in your head is your intuition, which is what I was saying. I guess maybe sometimes you don't listen as much to what you're hearing in your head. Um, they do, like my ear goes. If you're hearing, you don't have tinnitus, okay? It's the spirits. If like I really have to do a cleansing of everything because my ears are like been overworked this week. But you gotta put some like smoke like in your ear sometimes to clear it. If you want to like clear your third eye, if it's getting blockage, okay, put your hands and go like you're throwing it out, really like throw it out, throw it out. Do that a few times. That clears, the third eye, because sometimes you get spirit blockage. Okay, it gets blocked up because we do it a different way. You and I, obviously, you and I do it kind of the same way. Okay, we have a certain way. We hear it through our mind, like kind of like telepathically. When we see a picture, I don't see things with my eyes. I see the picture in my head. I know where they're standing and stuff because I know the energy, where the energy is. But a lot of times the picture in my head will show me where they're standing and I'll turn and I'll go, oh, the picture in my head is how I see them. I don't see them with my eyes. So everything's in the third eye. So you really have to clean it out sometimes. And I believe it's like the easiest way is to like make the fist, push it, go like this. And you have to do this a good 5 times sometimes. Like you're getting rid of it. And then, like I said, if your ears, like your ears are like, feel like clogged or like are bothering you, do the smoke. Smoke, everybody. And the smoke will clear the spirit fog. So, yeah. But I have to be in a certain mood. I only hear. Yeah. Oh, you only hear it in your third eye, but you don't. Third eye boogers, yeah. But you don't see the pictures. You might start. like they might show you, you know, when you get really connected with your spirit guide, she might show you what she looks like, you know. Um, and then you'll see them, you know. Hey, Evie! You're welcome, Evie. Hi, Andre. Um, third eye boogers. Yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. So you have to spirit fog. And I tell everybody, and I always forget. And I always sit there and go, yeah, I gotta do this. And I always forget. Like, and but my ears have really been going the last few days. So I've been trying to, you know, trying to keep up. But is that the corner turn? I seen a little blink. I have my K2 meter out there, so I don't always have to pull the pendulum. They'll sometimes blink. They can read what you're writing. So that might be, you might end up like me, and you'll think it is communication with Marley. Yeah, but it will also maybe be you'll get little visions, because like I thought it was a daydream. Like when it first really happened, and it wasn't with my spirit guide. Like it was a gentleman. Like I went to a store, right? At the store I always go to get milk and whatever. It's a little store. It's been there forever, since I don't know, the 30s probably. It was there when I was little, because I used to live in the same neighborhood when I was little. Moved out of the neighborhood, then came back. So it's very windy here, Andre. I tell you. So the first time it happened, I said, shit, I'm going crazy, you know, because I walked into the store, I saw the guy, my normal guy, I got my milk, I talked to him, and as I turned to walk out of the store, in my head, I hear a guy behind me say, but I'm seeing it all in my head. He comes out of the back, the back door to that store leads to their like little backyard, right? So I hear the door open. I see the guy come in. This is all in my third eye because I'm facing the other way, walking, right? And I hear the guy say, "Oh, you have a brigade with you," because I had all my spirit guides and whatever came for a walk with me. I have a lot of guides and stuff because I do crossovers, so we have a lot of protectors for that. So you know, so in my head, I answered him. I'm like, "Yep, that's me." And then the guy in the store, this is all happening in my head, says, "Oh, you can see Charlie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I hear him, yeah." And he's like, "Oh, Charlie's been here a long time. He needs to go." And I'm like, "Oh, you want to cross over, Charlie?" This is all in my head as I'm walking out of the store. I'm like, "Yeah, come, you know, we'll go. I'll do a crossover tonight, and yeah, you go." Okay. So he came with me. And this whole transaction in our heads took from when I walked out of the store and like up maybe half a block from the store because I was going to the supermarket. And when I got to the supermarket, I thought to myself, damn, I'm really going crazy. Maybe my family's right. I have to stop with all this spirit stuff because all I'm doing is dreaming about, even daydreaming about spirits. But then when I got home, I just felt like somebody was standing there. And I'm like, is that Charlie? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, did he talk to me in my head? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But that had never happened to me before, where I had a whole telepathic conversation with not only him, but the guy from the store, which made me think the guy from the store is telepathic. But he's afraid of it. And he sends me a lot of spirits. Anytime I go there, So, so that's what happened there. So that could possibly happen to people. And I tell them, you're not crazy. If you see this stuff in your head, don't go, I'm daydreaming. I'm a lunatic. It's a daydream. Sometimes it really is someone trying to give you a message. So what you think may be a daydream. And I always wondered why I was younger, like everybody would say to me, all you do is daydream. You're a daydreamer. That's all you do. And I'm like, yeah. But now I realize maybe it's because that was my way of meditating, the way of clearing out like the noise of the whole world. And I would just like daydream to get rid of it all. Now I realize why. But when I was younger, I thought, geez, I'm just like, I can't get out of my head for nothing. But yeah, but so that those kind of things happen. Sometimes you even feel stuff. I was doing a crossover. This lady, I like she showed me a picture, and I'm like, oh, were you were you strangled? You know? And then I felt it. Like I felt like a pressure on my neck, and I go, okay, oh, that was weird. Okay, I got you. You were like, it's cool. You don't have to show me. So yeah, so a lot of things can go on with that, you know? So I had all new experiences this last year because I've been really dedicated to it, you know, to my spirituality. So then when you're like, you know, but sometimes I get tired. Like yesterday there was someone talking in my ear all day, and I felt bad, but it was just like it's my day off, so I do crossovers 4 times a week. And so I talk to spirits. I'll talk to them if I hear them. If you know, I talk to the spirit guides on Wednesdays. Like you know, um, sometimes I'll talk to them during the day. Like, oh, what do you want to eat, or like you know, I'll ask them questions. So so sometimes you just need your head needs to be clear, right? So yesterday I just wasn't having it. It was just one of those days where I was just like, no, it's really my day off. Like and I felt so bad. I don't know. Like probably it was spirit. I think came from Evie actually. They wanted to cross over, and I was like, yeah, but you know, no. I think actually wasn't the one from Evie. I think it was the gentleman who I had just did a crossover Monday night. I had just finished the crossover, and I guess he heard the spirit box. He must have been in the vicinity and came over to see what was going on. And they're like, oh, he wants to cross over. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, we're not doing another one tonight. So, um, you know, and tomorrow's the day off. Just have him hang out, and then Wednesday, because I'll do one after this. And the reason why I didn't want to do ones after the live stream because I'm tired, but it gives the spirit guides that hang out with you guys, right? It gives the spirit guides a chance to, when you guys come in and they come to help with the reading, it gives them a chance to drop off people to be like, oh, you know, this lady will cross you. And then so because at some points I was having too much energy on Wednesday because the spirit guides would drop them off, and then I'm like, okay, well, today's my day off, and then I'm like, no. So I kind of changed my days. So I have Tuesday off, and damn, what other days do I don't know. I think I just been doing crossovers. I can't even remember. I was Tuesday and Saturday. I definitely have Tuesday and Saturday off. I don't know. What does Marley look like? Want to compare? I did clear third eye and had a picture of her. Oh, great. She did not kind of show me a picture. I don't think. I kind of think when I turned around to look at her real quick, even though I can't see her with my eyes, like I said, with my third eye, I kind of think she was wearing a dress, and I think it had flowers on it, or little, some kind of little print. A very tiny, if they were flowers, they were very dainty. It was a little print on a dress. And she had shorter hair, I believe, or she had it up, I don't know. And it was light hair. She kind of reminds me of someone who maybe lived in, like, should have been in the 20s. Like, I don't know, her look, you know? Um, Shoulder length. Yes. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, it was shorter. It's not like mine. I have the long. Yeah. And it was lighter hair, and she looks like she should have been in the 20s. Yeah, that's the vibe I got when I looked over and asked her who she was. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So there you go. There you go. A flapper type. Yeah, but more classy. Like I get like she was a little classy. Like I really liked her dress and like a pixie face. Like yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I know she was very light, very very fair. She was fair skinned, light hair like I said, shorter. Yeah, and she had a dress with a print, a little print. Like I said, I don't see the I just kind of look and I go, okay, you know, if they zap me with something, then she's a tiny build. Yeah. No, she's not. She has a little frame and she's skinny. She has a little frame and she's skinny. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But it was quick, like, because it's like a zap. Like, you know, they zap you and then, like, okay, good. All right. And that's why I said to her, oh, she's younger. You know, I didn't see the dress, just her head. Oh, but I'm pretty sure she had a dress because I looked over. I looked over. I said, "Can I meet you?" I had that little zap, and I go, "Okay." Oh yeah, she did have very light eyes too. I kind of thought they were. They might have been blue. I kind of thought they were gray, but that like a grayish, like gray. My son was born with gray eyes. They kind of reminded me of the eyes he was born with. And she was about my height. I'm 5'1" and a half. So she was standing. I was able to look just like a little bit. So yeah, she was short like me. Definitely. Hazel. Okay, there you go. Yeah, they were like now my son has hazel, but he was born with like these gray like eyes. They were so beautiful. They change colors. All gray eyes change colors. Yeah, there you go. That's true story. So see, even Benny, you must have saw her standing there, Benny, huh? Benny, I think sees with her eyes. She can see a little bit. Can you see with your eyes, Benny? I think so. I think Benny sees with her eyes. We see with a zap in our heads. She sees with her eyes, I think. Some people do that. They see with their eyes. I don't do that yet. I'm dying to because I would like to see all the babies. I would just love to see them all. What is time frame for issue? I see her clear as day. Oh, there you go. See that? Um, she's gonna tell you. Divination, yeah. Um, time frame. Within the month. Within the month. Within the month. Yeah. Yeah, see, yeah. So Benny can see her clear as day with her eyes. I just zap and okay. She's very sweet and kind. Yeah, that's what I said. She had a very nice, but she has a strong, like, willed personality. I could tell when she talked to me. Um, so yeah, like she kind of has a Benny Loco kind of little thing going on there. Yes, we're not doing cards today though because it's so windy. We're having like kind of tornado issues going on over here from upstate, so we're kind of getting the wind from their tornado kind of going. Um, but I could do like witches' runes, wellness stones, chips, astrology. Dynamite comes in tiny boxes. Yes, they do. Can I get a free reading? They're always free here. I don't charge for readings. I most certainly do not. Um, the planets are aligned for it too, but not just me. Ah, yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. See, I watch your videos. I didn't know, usually when I catch one, it's of the doggy. And I usually don't comment because I have my little list, you know. I have my little, the notifications. I play and, I'm doing dishes or whatever, How about a stone for my neck? I've been dying for a stone for my neck. But actually, I have that in the spiritual playlist too, which is like healing stones. I think I did 10 of them because Benny at the time was having migraines. And I told her, yeah, no, you need amethyst for your migraines. So I think I have, and I think it might do like a neck and joint. I think it's lapis, if I remember. Because I think when I had my back and my neck really hurt, I had to wear lapis. Lapis, yes. Lapis, that's what it was. I try to remember. It's a lot to remember. But lapis it does your whole like back and spine kind of thing, lapis. So yeah, wear it. But before you wear it, we were talking about this the other night. You can't just go to the store, buy a lapis and go, okay, stick it on. Put your intentions in it. Hold it. First cleanse it. And you can cleanse it with water. You can cleanse it with the moonlight. You can cleanse it with a selenite. Like I leave with my pendulum a tiny piece of selenite. Selenite cleans out the other energy from the stone in case other people touched it in the store. Cleanse it. You hold it. You let it get your energies mesh. And then you say, I'm going to put this on for healing my neck. And then you put it on. You have to give the stone an intention. Otherwise, it's just a pretty necklace. Just a little info if you didn't know. Just a little info if you guys didn't know that. I never miss a show, even if you don't see me. That's right. Astrology, you got it. All I have is clear quartz and iron pie. Well, you got to get a lapis for your neck. I mean, clear quartz is good because it helps with a lot of things. But if you're doing like one with an intention for a specific thing, you might as well get the stone that it's for. Lapis is not that expensive. You could get a little tumbled piece between $5 and $10 at a regular crystal store. I don't know if you have crystal stores where you are, but yeah. Lapis is not that expensive. Even to get a little piece and to put it in a pouch and carry it with you. As long as you put your intention, you'll be good. Now you know. Yeah. Okay, Andre. I think Andre's is Marley too. Kinda get confused now. Sometimes I do, because there's a lot of names. Oh, no, Marissa. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Marissa. Ooh, the Copper Queen mine. You have a whole mine near you? Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Just need a little piece of lapis to help. Don't go crazy. Here we go. What do we got? Ooh, Aquarius. Number 12. And what is that? Mercury, Mars? What do we got going on there? Let's see. Number 12. Aquarius. And the sun. Oh, okay. Here we go. So Aquarius is an air sign. It's associated with the King of Swords and Tarot. Um, it's associated with fire and air. And it's the 11th sign in there in the in with the signs. So if you get Aquarius, you are free spirited and eccentric. You can spot this air sign through their offbeat fashion sense, unusual hobbies, and nonconformist attitude. A rebel at heart, and don't mesh well with authority figures. That kind of sounds like you, Andre. I could see it. As humanitarians of the zodiac, they have a bit of a reputation for being cold, aloof, and a little detached. They are committed to creating large scale impacts, however. These revolutionaries are also about change. Cool. And then you got the number 12, and the number 12 is, hey, Mike. We love Christina too. Your enthusiasm, I mean, yes. Number 12, when you get the number 12 in astrology, you have to think of I dream. I dream. And it's all about spiritual life. It goes with Pisces, and water signs and multiple signs, and Neptune and Jupiter. It's the 12th sign. It's 12 it's 12th number. 12 includes creative thinking, clear expression, patience, open-mindedness, independence, self-reliance, collaboration, hope, and energy. In this house, it synchronizes self-motivation, discovery, and collaboration. It's considered the unseen realm and all that governs things that exist without physical form, like dreams, secrets, and emotions. This is a highly intuitive number. So yeah, so this all goes together with really the Aquarius too, because this is all about um, your attitudes, And then you got the sun. The sun is the first in the house. It stands for laurel wreaths and harps. It's everything's glowing here. It's goes with Leo. The sun is the most powerful body in the astrology skies. It influences the way we express ourselves, our overall energies, and our broad personal abilities. It represents our third eye chakra, the solar plex, giving us strength of will, of life, immunity, personality, and the metabolism we have stands for our soul, the father, power, and authority, and how we deal with people. So yeah, it's quite a nice reading. And that's your reading. You're just a go-getter who has a lot of things to do, I see coming up. And maybe so there was a few about collaborations, so maybe you have some kind of collaboration that's going to come up. I'm going to go watch recommended videos now. Okay, enjoy them. There's a lot in the playlist. You'll find a lot of interesting ones, but those are the two she said. So yeah, enjoy. And thanks for coming in. It was so lovely seeing you again. On a live stream, because usually we just watch each other's videos. It's a little different. you know, when you watch a video, because you don't know, like, okay, she just made this crafting video. I don't know how she is, you know. Do me, Chrissy. Sure, Diane. But I'm just gonna take one little cigarette break because we had a lot. Even though we didn't have a lot of readings, we had a lot of stuff they had to say today. A lot of thinking for me. So I'm just gonna take one little break. I think it is my read yet. I have a question. Do you want just a question? A question I could do because Sarah's gonna answer it, not really me. I don't have to think. Benny has a question for you. My name is Laurie. Thank you, Laurie. That's the spirit guide's name. I didn't ask your name, right? Hey, Curtis, how are you? Okay. One second. Okay. So Sarah, just show her your yes for everybody. Well, everybody, and then no, no, it's back and forth. Okay. She already knows this, Benny. I know because she's always here. Anyway, so Benny's question answer is Sarah's been swinging yes this whole time. So you didn't even have to type the question because she already knew it. And your answer is yes. Yes, a question will project 2025. She said yes. Do you not hear me? Do you guys not hear me? You tell me. If you can hear me, maybe it's just Curtis's, or maybe I went out for a second. I can. Okay, thanks, Mike. Okay, I have audio. Okay, okay. I said maybe it just went out. I can. Fantastic, fantastic. There you go. They wanted to give you that question. I'll have a quick cigarette, then I will read for Diane. Anybody else want a reading? Lori. Let me write down her name too. Uh-oh. Listen, don't go nowhere. We had Pam. I can't hear you. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. We're gonna do I'm all good in the sound department. Got you on the big screen. Awesome. So Diane, that's Lou. Get out of the chat and come back. Mike, do you want a reading? I just want to write it down. I'm gonna have a quick cigarette, and then we'll get to Diane, and if Mike wants one, because you know. Oh, we could do our commercial because I know that some people like the commercial. Here we go. And there's our commercial. I keep saying I got to put it on a little loop, but maybe I'll just add some stuff to it and make it a little longer for a commercial break. Commercial, yeah. Oh, you want a reading, Flames Girl? Sure, of course, sweetheart. Of course. I'm dropping crap. Yeah, I'm puffing away. Um, I try not to be too rude on YouTube, but tomorrow we're having a premiere. So, in case you weren't here in the beginning, Mary is in the hospital. So, if you pray or if you give good vibes, please do that for Mary. So, because she's in the hospital, of course, I'm not going to do the Spiritual Thursday tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I edited Saturday's live stream to have all the funny parts of me fighting with the killer worm from outer space. So we'll do a premiere of that tomorrow at the time we would do Spiritual Thursday. And it's like 45 minutes, so we'll do that premiere. We'll hang out and chitty chat on the premiere. And we'll watch me going insane from tomato worms. And yeah, it was fun. So if you weren't in Saturday's live stream, it was really, really funny. And then I put some funny like stickers and other things in there when I edited it. So you'll see it be a little funny. Or maybe. But anyway, so how I got on that was, so when I edited it, it was like I didn't notice how many times I cursed. I was so mad. But anyway, they're like ads are restricted in this video. I'm like, yeah, I did curse a lot. So yeah. I was so mad at at those worms. Anyway, and at the end is a little update about the worms that you did not see on the live stream. Anywho. And today is my grandma's 96th birthday. So happy birthday to grandma. If you're friends with me on Facebook, I put a picture of grandma and the whole family, whoever went today for her birthday. It was me, my sister, my son, my aunt, and my mother's cousin. So yeah, I'm back. It was me. I clicked sound button. Oh, there you go. So there you go. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. Happy birthday, sweet grandma. Yeah, happy birthday. 96. My aunt calls her a dinosaur. And her father turned 96 too, her biological father, um, in March. So both of them, my grandparents are 96. And my grandma looked good, so I don't know. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. Ah, yeah, happy birthday to grandma. She'll be happy. She had cake. My daughter, we called my daughter and she saw my grandson. So she really did say hello to everybody for her birthday. So it's good. At that age, 96, she doesn't have a lot of friends left. It's really just the family, her grandchildren and great grandchildren, because we're still kicking. We still kicking. But and we just found out her one friend is very sick. So it was like her best friend, like one of her only friends, still, kicking strong. So yeah, but we didn't tell her because, it was her birthday. So next week maybe, or the week after, we'll tell her. But sometimes she understands and sometimes, she just S's you to death. It depends. But today was a good day. She was right on the money. she kind of knew how everybody was, so it was good. Let me take off this picture thing now. Sorry, guys. Cigarette done. Okay. I'm so lame at remembering birthdays because I don't celebrate them. Haven't for years. Time in the skin suit is why count it? It's a true story. Well, you know what happened? I stopped counting, and then people keep reminding me, and I get depressed. And I'm like, will you stop telling me my age? Like, my friend, she's like, well, I'm this age, and we're 6 months apart, right? And I'm like, no, you're not. So I told her, please, I'm only gonna ask you one thing. I don't ask you for anything, right? She goes, no. I said, good. I'm gonna ask you one thing though. And she goes, yeah, okay. I said, I want you to stop telling me your age. And she goes, why? I said, because then I know my age, and I don't want to know my age. Okay, so you know, because my mindset is that I'm 36 plus some. I don't want to know anything after 36, really, you know, until I hit 65 and I collect my pension. Then I want to know that number. Until I hit 65, I'm gonna say I'm 36 plus. You know, so I don't want to know anything until I'm 65. When you turn 65, tell me, hey, it's time to collect your pension. That's the last, that's the only time I want you to tell me your age, okay? Other than that, I don't want to ever hear it again. If I live that long, that's when you're going to tell me, hey, this year you're going to collect your pension. I'm going to say, hey, good. Hey, good. That's it. All right, Diane. Diane, I can't do cards today because it's windy. It's very windy and things are flying, even the paper. So I can do charms. I didn't bring out the other charms. I have the one set of charms. I have wellness stones, witches runes, astrology, and chips. You could also do some yes or no questions, whatever you like. You let me know. Right, exactly, Benny. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. She told me and I got depressed. I was like, what happened? Like, what? When did this happen? I told her, no, don't tell me again. Don't. He even tried to lie to the doctor and he gets mad at me. He's like, I have to know your age so I know it's the right person. I'm like, you have my ID. I look exactly the same on the ID that I do. The ID's new. Leave me alone. I'll tell you my birthday, and you can do the math in your head. Don't tell me nothing else. I don't want to know. Don't tell me nothing else. I don't want to know. Okay. Wellness stones for Diane, Lou. Hey, you ready? Okay, you're right. Lower way too. No, you don't need this today. Do you want the black one? Yes. Okay. Making sure that that's what we got. Okay, Diane, here we go. So in the middle, which is the illumination, you have both the labradorite and you have the clear quartz. Oh, hernia surgery. I'm sorry, sweetheart. So the labradorite, and it's face up. So let's read you. Okay, the wand, labradorite. The witch's wand represents the element of air and offers the seeker great levels of information. In the illumination part, it says you hold the information you need on the topic. This stone stands for communication and awareness. It promotes health and healing, and carry the stone whenever you feel the need for greater communication. Labradorite is known for changing colors. It's no surprise that this stone represents transformation, enhancing strength of will and inner worth. This stone is tremendously spiritual, especially helpful for people who tend to overwork. It helps you regain energy while aiding the body and spirit in healing itself. Nice. And then you also have the clear quartz in illumination, but it's upside down, so you don't need to know about the candle. You just need to know that clear quartz in the illumination means you will clearly see the path forward. It promotes calm and peacefulness. Carry the stone for personal tranquility or use it to diffuse conflict. It's for direction and guidance. Quartz enhances spiritual growth, spirituality, and wisdom because it clarifies your thought process and emotions. It can increase inspiration and creativity. It can also help with concentration, studying, and retaining with what you learn. Retaining what one learns. I don't know why I couldn't say that, but here we go. Now you have also the pink quartz, and it's the chalice, and it's upright. The chalice represents the element of water and is often used in ceremonial wine ritual. Ooh. And it is in the sacred region. So your relationship is strained. Try putting yourself in the other person's shoes for a clearer perspective. It's also a little in the magic points. What you want is obtainable but slightly out of reach. More work is needed. So this stone attracts peace, love, inspires greater loyalty in your relationships. Carry the stone to increase your attraction. Rose quartz is connected greatly to its pink color and represents gentleness, calmness, compassion, love, and feminine. The gentle energy it carries supports and rekindles relationships, brings back joy and passion and content. So maybe you're having a little problem with a friend, so your rose quartz might be the way to go, because it supports relationships. And then you have the blue adventuring, but it's upside down. So the blue adventuring is in the sacred point. An unknown person or force will be entering your orbit. It's for travels and passages. Releases repressed events and emotions, allowing the seeker to move on in life. Carry this stone to decrease anxiety, especially during travels. The blue adventuring encourages us to see life as an adventure and ourselves as pioneers. And that being a mature adult in our full power is a very desirable state. It reminds us that we have a great power to do great things and stimulates both our creativity and our leadership skills. Then you have the black obsidian, and that's in the sacred region. It's also upside down. So the black obsidian in the sacred region is outside forces are in the driver's seat now. You will need to approach your goals from a different angle. Desires and goal settings. This stone provides increased courage and spirit protection. Carry this stone should you feel the need for greater strength and support in challenging circumstances. Black obsidian is a powerful cleanser of the psychic smog created within your aura. Oh, I should carry this stone around. And is a strong psychic protection stone. The stone has powerful metaphysical properties that will help you shield against negativity. The energy of the stone may simulate the gift of prophecy and may boost precognition. Really good. Ha! My daughter came by and brought me a pretty rose quartz yesterday. Oh, ho, ho. See that? She knew exactly what you needed. They're blinking. Your daughter must have a high ability of sorts. She's in tune with her spirit guides, which must mean they told her you needed the pink quartz. Interesting. Dear Christina, I have to get ready for the day. Thank you. You're very welcome, love. Thank you so much. Yes, she is. For coming by, Evie and Kathy, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for the coffee and the game. Okay. We have Flame Girl and Mike. Flames Girl, is there anything particular you would like me to read? You choose. Okay. I also go up in the group challenge. Oh, good. Yeah, that little calendar, Evie. In the little, like the one with the tickets is just for you to win stuff. It doesn't go with the group. That's just for you. The other one, you just use energy and you play it, you know? I think I played it with like 200 energy the other day. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you, Christina. You're welcome, Andre. Ooh, fifth is good. So yeah. So I'm gonna pick for Flames Girl. Well, actually, probably your spirit guide's gonna pick Miss Mary. Miss Mary, what would you like to read for her? Chips is what you're saying? Chips. Chips, chips, chips. Chips, chips, chips for you. Flames Girl. Okay, chips, chips, chips. Chips, 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 chips. Evie says, see you, Benny. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake all you can. Shake it like a milkshake and do the best you can. Down to the bottom and up to the top. Turn around until you make a stop. Oh, here we go. I sang a whole song for you, Flames Girl. Okay. Ooh, okay. The first one you got is number 9, the umbrella. The umbrella. A quarrel approaches. Unless hastily mended, it may spell the end of a long-time friendship. You must decide whether it's worth the loss. Then you got the mushroom, number 11, the mushroom. A loose-tongued acquaintance will bring you a spell of trouble. Be wary of who you tell your secrets to in the future. Oh, oh, then you got the anchor. Number 10, the anchor. A symbol of steadiness and security in your life. Relationships will be long lasting and material needs will be satisfied. So you're gonna you're gonna do pretty good, you know? Don't have to worry about that stuff. It's just this one, like, obviously the loose tongue friend is probably the one that you're gonna have the little quarrel with, I'm assuming. Is this the same person? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So this long-term friend who has a loose tongue, you're gonna have a little fight with, but you gotta decide whether you want to not be friends with her or let it go and just don't tell her any important shit anymore. Then you got number 19, the letter. The letter. You will receive a most unusual message. Think carefully before responding, as much may ride on this answer. Hmm. Oh, and then you got the bell. Number 22, the bell. The bell. An interesting piece of news is herald. The bell may ring for a birth, a marriage, a job change, or a change in circumstance. So you're definitely going to get some kind of message of sorts. And then you got the bat, number 25, the bat. A warning against future temptation. Don't do something you know you shouldn't. You will be thankful you didn't in the end. Evie got that too. I don't know what you girls are planning on doing, but don't do it. And then you got the snake, number 40, the snake. An unexpected incident will reveal an acquaintance's true nature. For better or worse, you should take heed of it. So this may all be the same person. I don't know. But they're warning you against somebody. So there you go. That was your reading. And I hope that made sense to you. Thank you. I sat here today so I could turn on the light. Hi, Candace. How are you? I hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a bit. I will take heed. Yes. Okay. Next is Mike. Mike, do you want anything particular? Do you want the spirit guides to pick it for you? You let me know. Thank you for the warning. You're welcome. I don't know where. Oh, Larry. 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 Okay. You want to read him? Astrology we're doing? Astrology. I gotcha. Mike, you're going to get some astrology today. No. Let's say you need it. Let's see what we got. Yay for astrology. Ooh. Boy, oh boy. You got the number 12 too? Huh. Okay, so you got number 12. Oh, what sign is that? Sorry, it got a little dark now. I can't see. That one. And is that the female? Yes. Okay. That's fine. Oh, it's Venus. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So we'll do that one is the multiple sign is a Virgo, which is in the 6th house. If you want to know more about the Virgo, you would refer to the number 9 in the Tarot, the Hermit, and the King of Pentacles. It is goes with the Earth, this mortal sign. It's the most modest of all the zodiac signs. They are nurturing, calming, organized, and rule-oriented. Focused on order versus chaos, Virgos are logical, practical, and systematical. Sorry, I'm Greek and Sicilian. In their approach to life. This earth sign is a perfectionist at heart and isn't afraid to improve skills through diligence and consistent practices. They are hyper aware of every detail, good with computing and transforming, and even just making the most of jumbled information. Ooh. Yes, you can, Candace. And then you got the number 12 also. When you think of 12 in astrology, you think of I dream. I dream. This is about your spiritual life, number 12. It's associated with Neptune and Jupiter, and also associated with Pisces, a multiple water sign. So 12 includes creative thinking, clear expressions, patience, open-mindedness, independence, self-reliance, collaboration, hope, and energy. In this house, it synthesizes self-motivation, discovery, and collaboration. It is considered the unseen realm and governs all things that exist without physical form, like dreams, secrets, and emotions. It's highly intuitive and even psychic, the number 12. And then you got Venus as the planet. Venus is associated with shells, roses, and swans. If you want to know more about this card in the 4th house, you would go to the Empress in tarot cards. It's associated with also the Taurus. Venus speaks to the way you express your desires, passion, and what you value. It's linked to charm, grace, culture, and refinement. It deals with the pleasure we derive from our possessions. Venus is the goddess of love. She turns the opposite direction than most planets, the governess of all that's beautiful. And there you go, Mike. That was your reading. I hope that made sense to you. Mike might be driving because he might be working. So that's for you, Mike. It's there for you. I know he goes back when he asks for readings. I'm going to start cooking and grab up some grub. Enjoy! That's what I'm going to do after this. But we're going to read Candace, an astrology reading for Candace. Candace. I know Candace came in before. Have we read for her? Yes! Verniska, right? Hi, Verniska. How are you? Good. Verniska, we're going to give her an astrology reading. Let's go. Ooh. Ah. Which number did you want? 6? Yes. Fabulous. It was kind of on the edge there. Okay, number 6. Then that's the Libra, isn't it? Libra? And that is like what? Planet. Oh, Mercury. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you got the 6 in numerology with the astrology, number 6. And number 6 is I serve. When you think of number 6, you think of I serve. It's a daily life kind of number. It goes with the Virgo and Mercury. It's kind of associated with Earth and mortal signs. 6 is governed by Venus. Love, harmony, and togetherness. Holds vibrations of compassion, artistry, and creativity. It's connected to material success and financial stability. The occupants of this home with number 6 are bent towards creative expression. They indulge in creative activities, including cooking, painting, dancing, or music. Love and compassion will flourish in this home of number 6 and will bring with it wealth and prosperity. My life path number is 6. Well, there you go. Come on, light. And then with that, you got the sign Libra, which is a cardinal sign. It's in the 7th house. It's when you think of the Libra, if you want to know more about it, you would look to the 8 and 11 in tarot card, which is the Justice and Queen of Swords, associated with air. Libra is an air sign represented by the scales. Intriguingly, the only inanimate object in the universe of zodiacs. Okay, an association that reflects their fixation on balance and harmony. They're obsessed with symmetry and strive to create equilibrium in all areas of their lives and relationships. They are paramount for Libras to find balance and, especially in their relationships, compassion. They love arm candy and relaxing with luxurious face masks. Ooh. Don't go anywhere. And then your planet is Mercury. I'm a Libra born on October 11th. There you go. So with that, your planet for this reading is Mercury. And Mercury goes with Virgos. They stand for wings and winged items. If you want to know more about Mercury, you would look to the Magician. It's also associated with the infinity symbol. Represents principles of communication, mentality, thinking patterns, rational reasoning, and adaptability. Known as the Lord of Gemini and Virgo, in Vedic astrology, Mercury is known as the Buddha because it's greatest among all, as it bestows a person with intelligence and wealth. It's all about quick wit and quick thinking when it comes to this sign, this planet. Ooh, so fun. And that was your reading. Thank you so much. This reading gave me some much needed clarity. Well, good. I'm glad. And I think your spirit guide is telling me that you also had a question in mind when you found us today. Yes? Okay. All right. So wait, we got to show her because I don't know how much Candace watches us. So okay. So they're gonna give you your yes or no answer on the pendulum, but I want you to see what the yes and the no. Hey, hey, you dumbass! Get out of my. I'll kick your damn butt out. Not that. Nothing's for you. Excuse me while I yell at this. No, out, out. What do you think? Out. No, don't make noise. Look, no. You're gonna eat my plants. You're gonna smush them. You knock crap over. This is not happening. Sorry, a big ass raccoon. And then he was about to jump onto my pumpkin plant, and I was like, "Oh hell no! I'll fucking kick your ass." There's a dumbass there. Yeah. No, it was a big ass raccoon. Did you hear it making its little? It was like yelling back at me, like, "Really? I can't come." No, because you're gonna step on my plants. Okay, sorry. All right, let's show Candace our yes. Oh, Candace, it's going to go backwards for you. So this is actually your spirit guide who's going to give you this message, not mine. So your yes is back and forth. Okay, show me your no. And the no is the circles. Fabulous. Okay. So let's see what the answer is to your question. They didn't tell me your question. They don't do that. That you had this question in your head. And they're just going to answer your question. So what is the answer? So no is your answer. Your answer is no to that question you were thinking of. So there you go. No is the answer. Sorry if you wanted that answer to be yes, but it's no. So there you go. And that is your, that's from your spirit guide. Thank you so much. No, I don't, hey, what did I say to you? You thought what? I wasn't going to pay attention? I heard you. Go. Listen, we're going to have to, hey, what did I say? No, why? I'm going to spray you. You like water? Because if I pour water, you're going to be mad at me. But there's nothing in my yard. You can't eat it. Sorry, guys. I fought with every kind of animal you could think of this week. I fought with a raccoon now. The other day I fought with 2 worms. The day before that I was fighting with a squash bug. And the day before that it was a groundhog. I don't know what more I could take. Thank you to you and Reniska. Thank you for coming in, and I'm glad that helped. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put you on mute because my son came out. He must want to ask me something. My son heard me yelling at that raccoon and he thought I needed help, so he came out. He's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "No, I'm fighting with the raccoon. Don't mind me." I was like, well, my friend was calmly reading and then she just shouted, "Hey, dumbass." After I found out she's okay, of course, I'm going to laugh. That's right. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt that reading, but like I worked really hard on these plans and these animals are just driving me nuts. I could show you my plants. I don't know how much you could see because it's kind of dark, but if I turn you around, maybe because I have a light. Okay. So look how big my plants got just over today. Let me see if I could bring a light. Let me see if I could bring a light. Here we go. Look how big they got just from the other day. Look at the pumpkin actually came all the way out of the thing. This is just from yesterday. So they got so nice and big, and this idiot goes right over here and tries to jump on them. Like, hello, after I just was working so hard on my garden. It's they're annoying me. I don't know. Do I need more light? Like now, what do I have to do to keep away the raccoons? Like really? Oh, I'll turn that there. So now I counted 12 raccoons in my yard one night. They didn't want to leave either. Yeah. Well, I had one the other day fighting with the cat. I was like, they're gonna kill each other. So what I did was, see all my lights. They're so pretty at night. So I don't. Okay, I moved too far from the internet. Here we go. Anyway, that's all my potted plants. If you see, there's all the pots there. So I have a little fence, but obviously I need to get something bigger. This poor tomato plant, I have to move this. What ended up happening was the wind was so bad, guys, before that it knocked over the tomato plant and it kind of, so I just put the stick there. Now it should stand up. I tell you, love the lights at night. I know I love them. They're so pretty. At night, this is what my garden looks like. I don't see the little house that I made. Still so cute. What its little and the rest of it you can't see, but it's my fairy garden. Anyway, this is what we do. Craziness in my garden, but this is what I do. I'm gonna have to sleep in the garden at night so I could chase out all the damn animals. I chase out all the animals. Anywho, so I don't know. Maybe the raccoon decided to stay out for the day. I was asking the spirits the other day, like, there's no spirit animal that can keep these animals from eating my plants and keep them out of my yard. And they were like, no. And I'm like, why? You don't have one scary spirit animal that just could stand there and be like, no, you're not coming in her garden. I'll have to get myself one. Anyway, I tell you, there was a raccoon and a cat fighting, and they were making so much noise, they were driving me crazy. I came outside, and I told them, you need to go somewhere else because you're annoying me. It's like 3 in the morning. I'm trying to sleep. And they were just like still hissing at each other. So yeah, I took the hose, I sprayed those suckers. They were out. I don't know if I saved their lives, probably, because one of them would have been dead. One of them would have killed each other. When I sprayed them, they each went their separate ways, and I didn't hear them again that night. So I think, it was all good, but they were fighting over something that I don't know about, but they were mad. And they were making so much damn noise. This one made cute little sounds. Look, if they didn't bother my plants, I wouldn't care. But now I know who knocked over. The other day I came out and all my like, because I have the water for the birds so they could come, the bird bath that I made. Yes, your garden needs a protector. I have a protector for the spirits. I need a protector, a garden protector, like who would do that? A nature fairy, maybe. A nature fae, maybe. I need a nature fae person. These critters have been wild and out with you lately, I know. Good looking out. The raccoon would have probably killed the cat. Yeah, he would have. I don't know. That cat looked fearsome, though. I was like, I don't know who's going to win, and I don't care. They're making too much noise. But if you spray them, at first I sprayed the raccoon, then I sprayed the cat, and they were out. They were like, okay, folks. Now this lady's they didn't have to fight. I was like, don't come fight with me. Bomb spraying you with the hose. Yeah, but if you spray them, they usually. I just didn't want to get the holes and do all this crap. I just wanted to nicely tell it to leave nicely. If you talk nice, see how he came back 3 times. He even, although the third time he was good, he didn't try to jump on the plants. He jumped on, I have a chair against the thing. He jumped on the chair to try to come down, but probably eat my plants. I don't know what he wants here. He's not here to visit me, that's for sure. My poor friend, yeah, battling. Yeah, the raccoon, no, not a skunk. No, not yet anyway, thank God. I don't want to battle no skunks. Raccoons, worms, yeah, groundhogs, and these squash moths. You got to put the squash moths. Oh, and the other thing, yeah, it was the cryptid in Long Island. Yeah, good. You just got to get rid of the skunk and put a moth instead, and then we're all good. Then you got it. Yeah, that he kind of looked like that. Yeah, the half boar, half I don't know. I couldn't find the correct emoji. You almost got it right. You got the groundhog, then a raccoon, which I guess the first one's a squirrel, but maybe they don't have a raccoon. That's close enough. They're in the family. The worms, that crazy boar that looks like the cryptid that I fought with in Long Island. I didn't fight with it. Well, I just saw it and I was like, oh crap. But yeah, we definitely need a moth one. And then we have all the things I fought with for this week in the lifetime. I used to, and I like raccoons. I'm probably the only person who likes raccoons. When I used to live in a house in College Point, I used to live on the top floor, and we had a fire escape, and they had deep window sills, right? So in my living room, I used to. So the first day I moved in, it was so hot that I had the window open, and I had the window open in the kitchen, which is where you would climb out to go onto the fire escape. So, I mean, fires normally start in the kitchen. I don't know why they had the fire escape there, but anyway, because also you should have had them on the other side. Because also, not only was it in the kitchen, the fire escape, but it's where the door was too. If I could get into the kitchen, I would leave out of the door. I wouldn't climb down the fire escape. Anyway, that's just my thoughts, but hopefully not the Jersey Devil. I don't know what it was. It was not the Jersey Devil. I don't know. But I have a video on it. Made one for Sinister Sunday not that long ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I don't know. And I told the story, and I kind of got the AI to kind of make something that looked like it, but it made it shorter, but that's okay. It was like, if it would have stood up, it would have been almost 7 feet tall. It had the tail of like a lynx. It was a little tiny tail, itty bitty, furry tail. I think it was the tail of a lynx when I looked up all the tails, because I never seen it. Some dogs have those little nubby tails too, but this was probably lynx tail. It had the feet of a canine, like a wolf or a dog, and the body kind of looked like a canine, but its face had, maybe it's like eyes and ears were kind of a wolf, but its nose was long like a pig. I never seen anything like it before in my life. Like I was like, what? And the noise that it made, that my ex at the time, he was staying over, had just like moved into there. Really, I didn't even have my deck done, which is why he was able to walk over there so close to my doors and I could see him. But he, I thought he was actually like a bear almost. I thought he was a bear. at first a baby bear. When the first time I saw him like so fast, I was like, oh my god, it's a baby bear, and people were like, there's no bears in Long Island. So the second time, anyway, my ex was sleeping over, and the noise that it made, I never heard before. And I woke him and I'm like, do you hear it? And he's like, yeah, it sounds like an African, I don't know what he said, banshee or something. And I said, yeah, but we're not in Africa. We're in Long Island. So what the fuck is it, right? So I run out that time. I run to the sliding doors, and I open the curtain and I look out, and there he is. And he looked at me, and I was like, crap. He saw me. He's gonna come running through the doors. I don't know what he is. And I thought maybe he's a big, humongous boar, but I'm like, boars don't have those kind of tails. They don't have those kind of like feet. I don't know, like those ears. I don't know. The whole thing was wrong. And then like he looked at me and went so fast, and I was like, do I go out? Do I stay in? I think I waited a little bit and kind of opened the. It was so fast you would never catch it. Anyway, I didn't want to catch it. I was just curious what it was. But once we made eye contact that time, because the first time he came, he didn't see me. I was at the kitchen window. It's higher, and I looked out. It was already the back of him. The second time I didn't. I heard him, but I didn't see him. The third time when I caught him finally, he made eye contact with me. I never saw him again. I never heard him. Nothing. Sounds like something escaped from lower astral. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of thinking like maybe it was a Wendigo that kind of was out of sorts, out of place, out of line. I don't know. Migrating. I don't know what he was doing. But once we made eye contact, I never heard or saw him again. And I was like, okay, thank gosh for something. But I know it wasn't something, I know it wasn't a regular animal. Like I knew right away, like especially with the sound that it made. So I knew it was some kind of cryptid. It's either something that we didn't discover yet, or it's some kind of spirit animal thing that we don't know about. I don't know. I you know what? At that time when I saw it, I don't know that I had the same guides that I do now. At that time, that was like, I don't know, 12 years ago. And when I had just moved to Long Island, I wasn't really, I had, that was the time my mother had just passed, and I kind of gave up hope and faith in the above. So I was in that in between stage. So I had never, and once I started doing it, I really didn't ask them about that. Like I was trying to help them cross over the children, because at first I started meeting children spirits. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna help them, and so then I learned how to do. They taught me, and we sat, and now we do crossovers 4 times a week. But they helped me, but I never went back and said, hey, by the way, what is this? I could probably ask them now. They'll tell me like, oh, some kind of mythical creature of sorts. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why. I don't know why after it saw me that it never came back. Like it was weird. Like you would think, obviously, it could kill me like this. So you know, I saw what I think was a chupacabra, but I don't know for sure. Oh, my meter lit up when I read that, so that's probably exactly what you saw. Can I show her? Did you see my meter? There you go. So, I leave it on during the crossovers in case I don't want to pull out the pendulum, and then they can kind of give me a sign on there. So yeah, that like um sorry guys, it's on a motion sensor, and if I don't move my hands enough, it doesn't see me and it turns off. I used to like to do this in the summer because I had it would stay darker later, but for some reason, I don't know what's going on in New York, but I just feel like the time is off and lots of things are off recently. Like at 9 o'clock, there still used to be daylight. Now it's dark, dark. Like you saw when that light turned off, it was dark. Like, so I don't know, like something's going on, like with time or something like that. Um, like I don't know if it's because they keep changing the how they do the daylight savings time, and they fucked it all up all these years. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like there's something going on because it's so odd to me why even in the winter though, like it gets dark so early. Like Danny and I have the same time frame, and I know of course the sun moves and all this shit, but like he has light in Canada for like another 3 hours after New York, and I'm like, was it always like that? Like I feel like something's going on. It could just be me. I don't know, but I just feel like something's going on. Something with time. I don't know, but that's what I feel. Anywho, so yeah. Um, my ears are going crazy. What? Somebody wants to talk to me. I feel it too. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. And I think the animals know it too. It speeds mostly. Yeah, that too. But also like definitely stuff going on. Yeah. Um hello. Okay. You are from Candace's house. Okay. Oh. Oh, you're here. You want to? Oh, you heard I do crossovers. You came for a crossover. You were hanging out in Candace's house. Yeah. Okay. No problem. After the live stream, we're gonna eat something. Maybe we have coffee. Then we're gonna do it. It's okay. Gonna hang out. Plenty of people, I'm sure, to hang out with. Cool. What's your name? Roger. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Roger. Okay. Hang out. Hang out. I was like, someone's talking to me. um. Yeah. So anyway, um, when people hear, when the spirits hear, like when I'm talking and they hear I do crossovers, all of a sudden I'm like inundated. But I don't mind it because I do it anyway. Do it 4 times a week, and I think lately we've been doing it 5 somehow. What happened? We missed a day off. What's going on? No wonder I'm so tired recently. Probably because of that. Probably because of that. We did. We did miss our day off. Another day off. Okay. See? I'm just like, I got all confused since I started doing it Wednesdays after the stream because people come from people's houses and the guides bring people. I forget, you know? How beautiful. Thank you, honey. Oh, of course. Um, I forget that, I need to take a different day off. And so I just been doing them. And this is probably why I'm so tired. And I always have people talking in my ear. That's okay. I know they have to cross over, and I know they all like get excited, like because I know it's hard to find people to cross them over because I think like Like I asked them like not too long ago, like, okay, how many people in New York actually cross over people? Like why is there so many all the time? You know, and they're like seven. So seven. New York is big. We're talking New York State, not only New York City. New York State is big, right? So if only seven people cross over spirits, and we don't know, I don't know how often they do it. I mean, I do it 4 or 5 times a week. Hey, Andre, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming by. So because I do it this much, but I was doing thousands at points, and I was like, no, I was out of sorts. And my boyfriend was like, no, you can't. You can't do that, man. Ask how many you could do, you know? And so I started doing, okay, 4 days a week, 500 at a time. Because I figured 500 at a time. So I do 2,000. But sometimes when I forget my days off and I just do it because it's like second nature now, then I'm doing 2,500 a week. And that's about how many people I cross a week, you know? And then sometimes special people come and ask me to cross somebody over. So then we'll do a little extra one. And so it's a lot of work. Like if I got paid, I'd have a lot of money. If I got paid $1 for every spirit I have crossed over, if someone came and told me, what a great job you're doing, I'm going to give you $1 for every spirit you crossed over, I'd have 1,500,000 almost. I could buy myself a nice house and I could just sit and cross over tons of spirits if they could keep giving me the dollar. Shoot. Give me 50 cents for every one I crossed over already. That'd still be a lot of money. Like people ask me, like, do you get paid? I go, who's gonna pay me? You think the spirit's gonna come and go, here, I want to cross over. Here's $1. Like, where are they gonna get the dollar from? No. When they come, usually I give them coffee and food and they cross over. Sometimes I get a thank you, which is great. Sometimes not. I don't know. Sometimes they just go. They're quiet and they go. They don't say nothing. You know. Yeah, it's nice to be appreciated. So I like when they say thank you. At least. Thanks. You know. Just a thanks is good, you know. Because sometimes, I mean, sometimes when I was doing it, they used to like curse at you and like all sorts of stuff. I went to the cemetery to talk to somebody that I knew, like a family member, but I brought the spirit box. And I played the spirit box a little because I had never heard his voice. He died in the 60s, my great uncle. So I didn't, you know, so I said, no, put the spirit box on, maybe you can hear him. Because you don't know what he sounds like or anything, right? So I had the spirit box on and I was in the Greek section because that's where my great uncle's buried, in the Greek section. And all I hear on the spirit box is this guy, good night, Pam. Thank you so much for coming. Spirits had to pay the ferryman to cross the river. Really? I'll put a tip jar out. I don't know what I'll get, but I'll put one out. Maybe they'll leave me a pretty rock or a stone or something. I don't know. I'll put a tip jar, though. You never know. Tips are welcome, like the church, you know? Even the church asks for tips, right? Oh, you come into church? Here's the basket. Put $1. Anyway. Yeah, but the Greek guy, obviously he was there while I'm talking to my uncle, and he was like, Astrolalo, which means in Greek, and I don't speak Greek well, but it means like go to hell, right? And I heard it, and I was like, did you just tell me good? I'm like, listen, I'm sorry I'm bothering you. I'm just trying to talk to my great uncle. You don't have to talk to me. I said, but if you want, I do crossovers, right? And you're welcome to come. Well, he came and his wife to cross over. Now I didn't have a crossover that day. I was doing it the next day. I lay down to go to sleep, and as soon as I'm about there, all I hear in my ear is Christina, and I was like, "What the fuck?" you know? And I'm like, "What?" And it was that guy, right? Like, and I'm like, "Nah, I'll do a crossover tomorrow." But anyway, like him and his wife came to cross over, so they'll curse at you, and then they're like, "Oh, well, wait, okay, well, you're gonna do a crossover." Anyway, now I get a lot from that cemetery because they heard of me. But like, like at first he cursed at me, but that's what they do sometimes. I'm like, no, thank you is nice. No cursing. I'm not here to bother anybody. I'm not asking you to talk to me. I'm trying to talk to my uncle, my great uncle. I wasn't really trying to bother you, Um, because I really don't try to bother them. When I go on investigations, even, and I don't go on too many because, like, I'll still go to a cemetery, like, if they tell me, like, I'll go to this cemetery, like, or when I go to visit my mother or my great uncle or my grandparents and my father, who's on the other cemetery on the other side. When I went to Houdini's grave. That was great. I met him. Well, met him. I he followed us around the cemetery. That was cool. It was on live stream, and you can hear the footsteps of them following us around the cemetery. He was just so interested in uh in the whole thing, like it was cool. So anyway, yeah, I did that. So yeah, that's cool. I try not to bother them. I just was like, hi, and I try to bring them something. I think I didn't bring anything that day to the cemetery, but I usually try to get like a mandarin orange, and I bring it. I don't annoy them too much. Like, here's an orange. I'm just gonna talk. If you want to talk, great. If not, don't. you know. But I don't do too many investigations anymore because I like, people ask me, well, like, what's the most haunted spot you've been to? I'm like, my backyard on crossover day. You want to come? The meter's going absolute. Why, you scared? No, you could show them that you're going off. No, the meter's been going absolutely crazy the whole time. Like, you'll get EMF hits, you'll get like all sorts of stuff if you come to my yard on crossover day. Like, there's 500 spirits here to cross over, right? So, what other place are you going to go to that has 500 spirits at one time? Nowhere. That's why I'm like, why do I have to go anywhere? I can stay in my backyard, talk to whoever I want. I don't need to go anywhere. So I was thinking maybe I should do like, I could do a live stream, like, investigation, I guess, one day in my backyard if they're not scared to do the meter, like, what's going on. I scared them. Well, I'm very thankful that fate brought me to your show today, and I wish Roger a smooth crossing. Sending off with love. Ah, you have a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much. By the way, I have no idea he was at my. I had no idea he was at my house. Right. Probably came with your spirit. She probably brought him. Your spirit guide was probably like, she does crossovers. There you go, Roger. Bye. you know, my aunt always has. She goes to the supermarket. She puts a very spirit in the supermarket, like she's like like a hooker. Go to the supermarket, coming home with all these men spirits. and and so I always go there and people are talking in my ear. Today she was like, after my grandmother's birthday, she was like, oh, you want to come in? And I was like, no, I'm going home, it's hot. It's like, no, I probably picked up enough from the nursing home. I don't need to pick up yours from the supermarket. I'll have to wait. Although I'm sure somebody brings them over anyway. My son went over to my sister's house, so he probably picked them up. My son plays video games. Come on. Hi. My son plays video games with people on the thing. Do you know how many they're like? I'm like, where'd you come from, Jonathan? Jonathan. I'm like, what the heck, man? I'm like, he didn't even leave the house for a week. What do you? Where? From the people on the games, because he has spirit guides. He could see spirit. He used to. Now he doesn't pay it any. Never mind anymore. But when he was 10, he used to have a lot of problems because he had heard them. He has a lot of spirit animals, and he would see the spirit animals in his third eye, and they would talk to him, his intuition. And uh, everybody thought he was crazy. They wanted me to take him all these places. I go, no. And at that time, I wasn't like I said, I was just like at that point where I was like starting to kind of believe again in that stuff, because I was like, um, yeah, I want to talk to my mother. That's what I wanted to do. I said, maybe my faith could be restored if I could talk to my mother. So I started watching YouTube and watching all this stuff on how I could talk to spirits, because I wanted to talk to my mother, right? In the interim, I didn't hear my mother at first. I thought I heard her on the spirit box, but I I I was hearing all these other people, and they were talking to me. I was like, oh my God, like, where'd you come from? Why are you here? Like, and I just got so interested, But that was right after my son told, the school called me and said, he's got to go into the psych hospital because he's seeing and hearing things. And he's too old for imaginary friends. I said, uh-huh. So anyway, I took him to a child psychologist. I wasn't taking him to the hospital. And the child psychologist talked to him and goes, no, he doesn't have any problem. Like, he's mad that you and this one broke up or whatever. But then I sat and I talked to him, and I'm like, no, tell me what's really going on. I don't care what you tell the therapist or the school or whatever. So he's like, no, I'm crazy. Obviously, I hear things. And I go, well, what are you hearing? And what are you seeing? And when he told me about these animals and everything, and I'm like, well, what'd the animals say to you? That's what we were having for dinner. And I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, you're hearing spirits. How I came up with that? Okay, you're hearing spirits. And at that time, I wasn't doing any of this stuff. And he's like, no, spirits and ghosts aren't real. I said, no, come on. So I took my son to the most haunted spot in Long Island. I gave him a camera. I took a camera, and I'm like, come on, we're going to go ghost hunting. So I had to figure out how to do it, right? So I got all the stuff together, and we went with our cameras, right? And I'm like, let's go. We're gonna talk to the spirit. In that video, so it was my filming and his filming. So my filming I put in two parts. It was mostly disembodied voices. In my video, he was filming, and at some points he would put the camera down, and it would be in his lap, and he wouldn't turn the camera off. So I don't know if the spirits thought, well, the camera's in his lap, it's off. We're gonna, make our moves now. Anyway, he had never turned off the camera. When I watched his footage, and I didn't watch his footage to almost, I don't know, 6 months to a year after mine. Okay. No, maybe not. Well, maybe it wasn't that long. 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months after, because I let him listen to mine, and he realized, oh, there's like people talking and stuff. I'm like, yeah, disembodied voices, they're spirits. And he's like, okay. When I showed him the video of what he caught like this little spirit animal with antlers. He caught rocks being thrown at us, big disembodied voices, all this stuff. He was like, oh my gosh. He's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah. After that, I never had a problem. He was just like, oh, it's ghosts. And he, like, I guess closed himself off a little and was like, oh, I don't want to hear this anymore. I understand what it is now, and that's it, done. I never had a problem with him in school anymore, whatever. Just recently, he asked me, like, oh, I would kind of like to talk to the spirit guides. I'm like, we'll talk to them, because he sees me feeding them and stuff, and and he'll come in the room and I'll be talking to them and he's like, "What are you doing?" He used to think I was talking to myself and I was crazy, but now he understands. Obviously, talking to the spirits, right? So so the other day I gave the little ones in their cup because he knows I have like 70 little ones here. I gave them uh, pink lemonade, right? But I had some pink wine because it was my birthday, right? So I was having a little pink wine and I gave them pink lemonade. So my son comes out and goes, "Oh my God, you gave the baby spirits wine? Are you crazy?" And I'm like, "No, it's pink lemonade. I would never give them wine." The babies, because the babies and the adults have separate cups. So this is how he knew, that the babies had pink stuff. So he was like, "Oh, you gave them pink lemonade." I'm like, "Of course." So he's in tune with it, when he wants to be, and he doesn't think I'm crazy, which is good. But um, yeah, this is. But I think he needs to get back in touch with what was going on because I think he really has it like way more than me. I kind of was like started all this for him and then was so interested once I saw what he caught, that little critter walking around. I was like, do they all just walk around? Like, what's going on? Like, I was like so intrigued that I started full blown, and he turned the opposite way and was like, nah, this isn't for me. I don't know what he was like 11, so of course he was like, oh no, okay, well, I know what it is. I'm not crazy, obviously. We'll let my mom deal with the crazy stuff and I'm gonna go back to playing video games and being just fine, which at that point was good because I didn't want him to have these problems in school, and of course I didn't want them to try to put him on medication or call social services on me for the kid being nutty and me not trying to give the kid any help. But I didn't think he needed help, and I was right. He didn't, you know. He just needed to know what was going on. Because once you know something, like once you know what it is and you see it, then you go, oh, it's okay. So that little critter, and I went to that place a lot of times after that. Okay, I never seen him again. Okay, and I think, and like I said, it was caught on my son caught that on camera. He filmed it. I think that was for him to see, to be like, oh yeah, that's what I see, and now I know what it is, and now I can, not think I'm crazy and go back to normal kid stuff. So, and for me, it was like a whole big life changing event seeing that little guy. So everything happens for a reason, right? That's it. Everything happens for a reason. So I don't know if they were trying to get him to do all this, and well, they got me instead. I don't know, but anyway, it just so happened that way. So yeah, nobody's talking, and I feel like I'm talking your ears off, and I hope I'm not talking to myself too much. But I like the way you handled that. Yeah. Like most people, like my friend, she has a lot of, issues, and she can't deal with this kind of stuff because she has a lot of her issues. Like she had a nervous breakdown when she was in school and other stuff, and she takes medication, and I understand she doesn't want to know nothing about this because she can't handle that. Anyway, she can't handle that, and I understand. So she had a 6 year old. She has a 6 year old, right? And the other day, I had like a little mini vision right before I went out with her that like the kid was gonna need help with his. He was gonna ask her about spirit guides or something. He was gonna say something to her, and she was gonna ask me about it or whatever. So I had this little mini thing, and I'm like, oh, that's strange. Like, why would I tell her 6-year-old about not talking to yourself, love? Okay. Um, I was like, why? I'm surprised she would ask me to tell the kid about this stuff because she doesn't want to know about anything. I go, maybe the kid's gonna need some help with it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if she would think about it right away, so maybe I have to tell her, right? Well, we go out, and I don't want to start off with that. You're enjoying. Oh, the baby girl's with you. Good. Ooh, art, pretty. Um, and so I go out with her, and she says to me, "Look, I want to ask you something, but if it's something bad, please don't tell me because I can't handle it." And I'm like, "Well, I can't tell you anything bad unless you tell me what it is." And she's like, "My husband was in my son's room, and he was putting him to sleep, and he heard somebody in his ear say to him, 'Okay,' and he like flipped out, the father." And I'm like, "Oh, that's okay. It's the son's spirit guide." Because I had just had that vision, I knew exactly what to tell her because I had that vision that, but I had the vision a little different, like the kid heard or the kid needed help with the spirit guide, but it was the kid's spirit guide. So I know that's what the husband heard because the kid obviously has a new spirit guide that is trying to connect with the child, obviously has something. And obviously, because the husband heard it, the husband has something. So obviously, the kid gets it from the husband. Because my friend is not really, she saw something one time, she said, when she was younger, but only one time. But I think because she has these problems, like, she's closed off to all this because she doesn't want to know about it. And I understand. It's okay. But which is why I think that they like showed me like that her son would need help with it. So the only thing I said to her was after that, I said, "No, it's not bad. It's your son got a new spirit guide. The spirit guide, because he's new, talked too loud, didn't know your husband had that kind of, thing maybe, or would hear him. He was excited, whatever the case may be. They didn't mean to scare him." So she was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course that's fine. Everybody has a spirit guide. You know, even you have." So she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, so it's okay, you know." Um, and she's like, "Oh, okay," um, and like that was like kind of it. But then I called her back, and I'm like, "Listen, by the way, I know this might be something down the line." I said, "If your son says like, oh, he's having these kind of things, I don't want you to call the psychiatrist. I want you to call me." And she's like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "No, your husband heard it, right? Your son's going to hear it. He might start, he might not know how to react to it. He might tell you something that you would think right away because you're very into mental health and stuff and that he needs a psychiatrist. He does not. It's a spiritual thing. Okay?" So yeah, so call me first. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have thought it right off the bat. Something like that would be a spiritual thing." I'm like, "Right. So just call me first. Don't send the kid to the psychiatrist." And she's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay." um, but this is why you get those intuitions and you have to listen to them and kind of pay attention. And even though it's different, you have to kind of know what it's saying to you. It's like a big puzzle sometimes. you know, but we try. We try really hard. um, well, I do. I try really hard to understand them. Um, but I hope that they know that it's like, because I know a lot of them talk to me sometimes in my ear. I don't know, like, and I appreciate that. I understand that because I would probably want to talk to somebody too. Um, but it's hard to talk to people that are not there 24 hours a day. I mean, they're here, but they're not like like they talk to me in the street sometime, and I'm like, "Well, I can't talk to you right now in the middle of the street." You know, like we're in the middle of the street. There's all these people around. I can't have a conversation with you. Like the guy on Easter who was talking to me. There was like 500 people outside the church and talking up a storm to me, and I'm like, "No, I'm gonna talk in front of the church. They're gonna think I'm a Satanist or something, you know, because I'm talking to spirits in front of the church. They're gonna think, you know how the church people, they're gonna think like God only knows. They're gonna send me to I don't know where. Like I have to, you have to wait. but sometimes you need your head to not you need not to be talking to somebody. Everybody needs alone time sometime. So, and I don't normally get that. And that's why, like, you know, sometimes it's not that I'm being rude, it's just that sometimes you need alone time in your own head. Um, you know. But that's it. Anywho, talking about all that. I love you guys. I'm gonna say goodnight to you now, only because I have to eat something. Because I only had a little salad, well, and cake. I had a piece of cake early, 11 o'clock in the morning, for Grandma's birthday. But now probably the kiddos are hungry. I only gave them salad. They probably were not happy with me. So we're gonna eat something before we do this crossover, or they're gonna be like, "No, we're not doing it. We have food, Mama." So I gotta feed them. Gotta feed me. Get some energy and get these guys over to where they gotta go and where they want to go. See who they're gonna see. I don't know. Yes. So I will play the outro. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out with me and listening to my stories and sharing your spirit guides with me. I always appreciate that. Like everybody's like, "Oh, thanks for the free readings," and I'm like, "Thanks," because I get to meet some new, you know, people, new beings that I never met before, and some of them are really funny, and it's fun, 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 you know. So I say thank you to you guys for sharing. Um, your spirit guides with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, because Mary's in the hospital, we are gonna do just a premiere of. We're gonna do a premiere of the funny comedy worm series thing. Anyway, it's gonna be 45 minutes of me fighting with worms. It's hysterical. Come watch with me. We can chitty chat there. And then Saturday I'll be live with Danny. Um, yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I will see you tomorrow. And yes, food in the belly now. Yep. I love you too. And we will see you, like I said, I will see you tomorrow at the premiere. It will be like 6:15 or something. I already set it up. Maybe I don't know how long the premiere comes beforehand, so you'll see it eventually. And yeah.
You're still here? What do you think? Because I'm wearing this overcoat. If you wait till the very end, that you may get a little strip tease. Is that what you're thinking? You're still here, huh? I guess that's what you are waiting for. Well, Maybe I can oblige you. What do you want a song to? Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, that's not the sexy song. What the heck was it? Ow, chicka wow wow. No, that wasn't it. Okay, just forget it. I can't even remember the song. You need to go now. Yeah, just go. Adios. Bye-bye. Take care. See you soon? Yeah, no, I wasn't joking. The door is that way, the window's that way. You pick, but you gotta go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.